face. Oh my god, look at this face. Look. It's a ball of bunny. It's a ball of bunny. Ding 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 ding. But yeah, his face is like a little mask. He's an otter-colored Holland Lop. And with Holland Lops, they're typically brown. With Batman, he is a little different. He's got this beautiful black fur. See? Beautiful black with this little bit of brown, and then of course the white and the gray. And that's what makes it otter, is the different color. And of course, you know, the loppy ears, which I adore the loppy ears. Of all the varieties of rabbit, I love the loppy ears. They're so cute. But yeah, I mean, who could say no to a bunny? Seriously. Who? Could you say no to a bunny? Could you? Could you be anti-American?
I'm the hero that this city needs.
I got into doing rabbit therapy when I went to Weiden, and I got a rabbit, and I realized how good having a rabbit and just having it around made me feel. So I started bringing around other people, and they loved it. Especially other people that I managed in the barracks, you know. And I was able to get some of them to have pets inside their barracks rooms. Granted, they had to get their stuff checked on a more regular basis, but they still, you know, they got to have a pet. And the cool thing about rabbit therapy, like dog therapy, you know, dogs that basically just sit there and chill. That's what a rabbit does. Rabbit will just sit there and chill. But rabbits are kind of in between. Some people are allergic to cats. Some people don't really like dogs for some reason. And rabbits are just that happy milligram for the most part. Some people just are, they had that one bad experience and they're like, oh my god, never again should I ever touch a rabbit. And sometimes they come around after they see my bunny and hang out with him. He's actually hopping around here and doing his thing right now. But yeah, I have 5 rabbits that I rotate out, and the reason why I rotate them out is because rabbits, like all small animals, especially with them being a prey animal, they tend to get scared easily. It stresses them out. So rotating the rabbits out to do therapy works out really well for them. It's less stress. People get to see a different rabbit. They enjoy the time that they spend with him. And it works out. It works better. I can have a variety of rabbits that people get to know and love. And like I said with my story of starting to do rabbit therapy, I originally started with, like I said, that rabbit in Weiden. He was this awesome French Lop. And if you ever know what French Lop is, they're like a loppy bunny, you know, with the fold down ears, but he was gray with the fold down ears. So I named him Obama because of the fold down ears. And yeah, I didn't really explain that to everybody. I just thought it was cute. But yeah, Obama the rabbit was a badass. I loved Obama. Obama was amazing. He had this thing where he would charge up. He would take his little ears from being like down here, you know, and he'd put them up front and he would charge. He would straight up like charge, dude, like a bull, like a tiny little rabbit bull, you know? And he would charge after my lab. My chocolate lab, and my chocolate lab is about 2 feet tall, and this bunny is maybe about 4 inches, and mostly fluff. And he would just go for it, dude. And that rabbit had no fear, and it was awesome. And he could do tricks, he could sit, he could lay, and he was litter box trained. He was a great rabbit. And I absolutely loved him. For the entire time that I had a mama, I loved that little rabbit. And I still love him today. I mean, he unfortunately passed away, which was really sad. But I still remember him. I still care about him because the joy that that rabbit brought me and other people was just, it was amazing how something so tiny and fluffy could just make such an awesome impact. And that's what I do with the rabbits here, is I take them around. I've taken a few to the VA domiciliary, which is an inpatient treatment facility over at the Veterans Affairs office. So I just sit out there, you know, it's my own time, my own money, and I just hang out with my rabbit. And people come up, people want to pet it, people find it calming, and I usually try to get out there, you know, once a week. I've also done the rabbit therapy with the senior center here. I've done the rabbit therapy for the homeless as well, and clean. And it's all about the same. I mean, it's a real positive response. Most of the time I do not let people hold the rabbit, just because there's a problem with people, you know, if they get anxious, the rabbit will get anxious, just like any other animal. If they scare that rabbit, then it's not on them, it's on me. And I don't want my rabbit to be scared and freaking out, and I don't want them to be upset. So that's why I typically will hold on to the rabbit, or I'll sit them down and I use those little harnesses, like for ferrets or tiny dogs. They look like a little vest, you know, with a little latch, and those work really well. They are super cute when you dress them up though. They hate it, but it's hilarious. You know, those little dog costumes, you know, like you see for the little dogs? I've done that to a rabbit. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I've done that to a rabbit. But it does look hilarious. I had a rabbit dressed up as a lobster one time. Yeah, a lobster. Remember that song, Iraq Lobster, from Family Guy? Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I did that with my rabbit, and my rabbit hated it. Oh my god, my rabbit hated it. But it was hilarious, and that's really what's important. But yeah. A lot of people think that rabbits won't get along with dogs, they won't hang out well with other animals. For the most part, if you introduce a rabbit and then just watch as the dogs progress, or any other pet, they'll work with it. They'll understand, and they're pretty chill. Like most animals, even dogs that have never had around a rabbit, they'll sniff it. Like, they'll really sniff the hell out of a rabbit, but they won't try to attack it. It's a misconception that some people have, that dogs will automatically try to attack a rabbit. And from what I've seen, not being like an expert or anything, I have not seen a dog attack one of my rabbits. So, but then too, I'm careful with my rabbits. I set them down and I make sure they're always within arm's reach, or at least a foot near me. If I'm introducing them to a brand new dog, I will hold that rabbit and it will have a harness on before I let that dog sniff it, just in case. I haven't had a problem with it, but knock on wood, you never know. So I'd rather not risk it. I love my pets. I do. I love all my pets. But yeah. So that's the thing with my rabbits. Exciting stuff. Not really. I'll probably end up doing a piece about them visiting different people. You know, I don't know if people would be into that, but maybe, you never know. Fear me. Rawr. But yeah. So that's what is about bunny therapy. And yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video.